That's my line. You're not going to be shot. You're not facing any good. I do not want to do it. Here's the gun.
Yo, welcome back to Points Podcast. I'm here with these two knuckleheads.
Hey,
Matter of fact, y'all should just do this, two knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying? Tuck it throwback. Yeah, D-Miles and Quentin Richardson. Shout out to them boys.
But give them points.
Welcome back, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Today, guys,
Okay.
I want to touch on a couple things. And I'm going to be all over the place, but just bear with me.
We got
So
it.
I just start out with what the hell is going on with the rap game versus how it affects the community. So when I say them two things, what comes to y'all mind? If anything at all. If you say shit come to my mind.
I mean, it's a lot. You got to elaborate a little more. I mean, it's a lot of rappers
Alright.
getting killed, a lot of rappers getting locked up.
True. Well, let's just stick to the music right now at this point. So I'll just say, should we hold rappers responsible for their lyrics?
It's the gospel.
It's the gospel.
It's the gospel. I think you have to take responsibility for what you're putting out into the community. You know, if people chanting these things, you got to understand that's the energy that you're putting out, and that's the energy that we.
So they are responsible.
Yeah, they should be responsible.
So if I make a create, direct, whatever movie where I'm killing people or something, I should be held responsible. It's not entertainment.
Yeah, but it's informative. I mean, you're
Okay. I like what you said, and I like what you said. So let me just ask you this. If you looking at it as just it's art form, right?
Yeah.
Strictly art form.
Right.
So if that's the case, why do we make rappers have credibility? If you're not living about what you rapping about, we be like, you ain't talking about shit or you ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, why as a community we be like, oh, he lying, he ain't live that life.
Right.
If it's an art
he
form.
sold that dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And why those type of rappers that's probably rap really great aren't on or hot because, like, and no disrespect, like someone like a Luda didn't rap about that type of stuff, and he wasn't looked at as like he ain't gangster enough.
Luda was hella successful. I was just about to say.
No. I said successful, but people when you say argue about obviously like who the best and all that, people try to take credibility because he wasn't from the
I
streets.
think that was just a pastime. I don't think like no more because like one of the greats you might say is Kendrick right now.
Yeah, you're right. Perfect. That's good.
So-
But he also got content in the back as well. So you know what I'm saying? Like he get that street cred. I know, but he get the street cred because he's from Compton. If he said he from
What does that mean though? Like
Huh?
we got street. That means we got street cred where we come up from.
yeah, we do. But if you came from them Idaho, talking about the same thing or Wyoming, like what rapper you know gonna come
But
out of
Kendrick don't
that?
really claim street cred or nothing like that though. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's by. I feel like it's by
It's the
default.
optics of
Well,
it.
It's by default. Your fact,
It's our common. I always like look at it as our common origin story. That's why. So anytime you see any black man in success or black female rise from the success, it just always seemed like the stigma of this is our common origin. You coming from nothing and creating something.
Yeah.
And leadership wise, you know, just throughout the leadership that's in our community, when they do have an opportunity to rise up, a lot of times that story starts from nothing to something. Even in our church, like a lot of people only respect a good pastor. Not to get into religion, but a good pastor that has a past where he can tell a story.
So we identify and we feel like we can
currently.
You're right.
So we feel like we can identify and we feel like we went through something similar. We know somebody we can touch that went through that.
That's
We
what
identify that.
you're right.
So again, like I said, like should we hold them responsible then?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like it should be held responsible.
Responsible for what? Like y'all got.
The
Okay.
effects that they have on the community.
Right now, yeah. Like, okay, we'll just say, for instance, you know how people being charged with their lyrics, right?
Right.
Some people have been charged with their lyrics. I think we've touched on this in the past on previous podcasts, but let's just touch on it briefly again. So, do you feel like is it a no go on you should be charged for your lyrics at all, or is there like to a certain degree?
Well, I think I actually jumped the gun here. Like I thought you were innocent until proven guilty, but it's seeming like everybody's guilty and have to prove their innocence.
Well, again,
You know what I mean? Because even like let's just put out there, even like with the Gunner case, like they dropped the major charges. They don't have him tied to nothing, but they won't get that man bond.
Yeah.
And that's technically illegal.
Yeah. Why you think they able? Well, that's a whole nother discussion. So how do you think we got to this point now where rappers are being charged for their lyrics? Because it's a lot of violence. It's a lot of.
Luke.
Yeah.
No, and you know what?
They tried to
you know what?
NWA.
You went there a little too soon because I was definitely gonna go there. I was just hoping you were gonna say something else. So my thing is, we at a point now where it's chaos out here. It's pull up, spin the block. You know what I'm saying?
It's just chaos in the world. Period. Though.
True. But we talking about this culture though.
Let me try. Even like here in the city of Atlanta, so like the city's trying to shut down pretty much nightlife, clubbing, because they feel like all the violence or whatever. It's just we're at a different time now in life where people don't fight no more. People don't care about selling that. Like they shooting off.
They shooting off top.
So it ain't just got nothing to do with the music. It's just a different generation. Our generation fought. The generation behind us, they pull out them sticks.
So is it our generation fault then that they ain't fighting? We ain't teaching our kids to fight, or we just you know what I'm saying? We fought.
We can get deeper though.
Yeah, we fought growing up.
Right. Yeah. I'm saying like the family structure.
Yeah.
Because we had like our grandparents took care of us.
They made you fight too though.
Now
It's in the club.
Facts, but they made your ass fight though. If you got into a fight, they made you fight early, and that's just not happening anymore.
Well,
you know?
now they're trying to put the cheat code in. And like they used to make you go back and fight, but now they're gonna go back and make sure you win. If you see you losing, I'm gonna help you out too. Yeah,
that's true.
So when you say that about earlier when you touched on Luke and everything, because what I was gonna say, it's a big thing going on right now where they're saying the distributors of the studios are putting out this culture that's harming our community, and it's like it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? Like why can't y'all censor the stuff that y'all signing? I mean, I'm just saying that's what the buzz is about. But I was gonna say, like you said, Luke them fought that a long time ago for freedom of speech and an artist and being able to say what you want.
Right. I mean, I agree with it. I think that's what it is. But you gotta think about it. That's just entertainment.
Right.
Like, just like right now, like, y'all wives and people, girlfriends and shit, they watching reality shows of nothing but drama.
Right.
Yeah.
That kind of entertainment.
So you looking at it like, so you able to say it's just strictly entertainment. It's no value as to it can make somebody.
I'm not gonna say that the exception is the rule. That just because somebody dropped some of their music, they live that shit or they did that crime that whatever they said they did. I can't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I just think our community prefers chaos over triumph. That's the only thing that's entertaining and stuff. There's a lot of opportunities, and I done seen a lot of people try and put out some good information into the community, but the people who are controlling and censoring the stuff that's getting put out is the reason why they only allow this type of entertainment and stuff. Overseas and like Japan and stuff,
they ain't playing it.
They ain't playing that shit. They ain't playing that shit at all. Their TikTok
and that's what I'm
algorithm
saying.
totally different from ours. What our algorithm is putting out is violence and chaos, and that's the only thing they feed. But if you go over there and you check out their algorithm, the only thing they're doing is education, uplifting, learning skills, people success stories and all. That's what they're feeding into that.
No, I agree. So basically, it's on the community, community then to monitor ourselves. Is that the thought you
elaborate on that?
Like we can't put nothing on the culture of the genre of music and rap.
I mean, we're all influenced by by religion. I mean, it's a lot of different influence that create who you are and what people do. So you can't just put it on music.
Okay, well you're right, cause I mean,
it's just a word. Everything you absorb.
A polyamorous relationship is not legal in the States, right? We know it goes on, but that's on one religion. I know I'm kind of way off on that. So, but it's not recognized to be able to do that legally, because of how I guess the government feels. That's a hindrance to probably younger females and younger males and being brought up in that lifestyle. So I'm saying the same reason how they have their hands on that, why can't they have their hands on something that's potentially doing harm as well?
Yeah, because those type of relationships probably build value in that community. Having multiple people getting together, put business together and stuff.
Stack that bread
That's
on
a
top of that
stack
bread.
of that bread.
Oh, so you think they doing it for monetary?
Yeah, right, monetary reasons. A lot of cultures do that outside of the tradition, man. They family business and build up, even cohabitating. You know, you'll have like a family, 3 families living in a house, but you see everybody got dually trucks sitting in the front yard. You know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, let me see. I got another question. You answered those. Okay, so as a whole, your stance is do not judge the form of art, of rap, in anything at all. So if I can't...
everything, like I said, though, but you can't, everything influences everything. Like anything you intake into your mind and your body, it can push you and sway you a certain way.
Yeah, but we got people getting counseled and
just because they have value.
Endorsements for saying certain things. Like, I give you a perfect example. Like, you know, in a rap, the stuff that happened with DaBaby. You know, he disrespected the LGBTQ plus community, and he was basically counseled at that point. You know, like nobody showing up to his shows, but our culture, we talking about.
Is that real or is that a myth though?
What, that he was counseled?
A lot of people saying that not that he was counseled, is the fact that he just never evolved as an artist.
That could be. All I know is like his shows was like not selling out no more. Nobody was showing up. And
biggest clientele was the LGBT community. We don't know that. Like
who's to say?
To say that that's like that's.
Well, no, just because of the fact that what happened at the festival.
He did lose festival.
So even let's just say him losing festival.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff he rapped about, it was no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I rapped about. I shot somebody. I did this. It was never a problem.
Right, yeah.
But
let's get into it. Even like with Ye, like when Ye said shit about black people or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't get canceled, but when he said what he said now, he losing, millions. And that's a billionaire.
Yeah. So that's you're right.
It's really come down to the value that you bring to the community because nobody can say the same thing, but the value that your voice holds towards the community, that's why it's such a effect towards us. So
right. So that's what I'm saying. So why are we blaming artists when it's ours as a community? Because if people want to hear conscious rap, they listen to it. They go find the artists, they listen to it. But people want to hear.
You gotta go find it though. If you never know it exists,
it's out there.
If you never know it exists,
how
you know? Like, obviously now we got streaming and all that. But before it was like you had to rely on the radio.
Yeah, but you make it seem like they hiding the conscious rappers and all we.
Bro, I feel like they are though.
YouTube, if anybody can put their, it's a lot of people put their stuff out free on YouTube.
Right.
True, but what I'm saying, if you put up a top 25 rap songs that's on the radio. How many conscious rappers would you hear?
But that's my point.
In the next 6 months.
But see, that's my point. When you trying to blame rappers, when I'm saying it's an overall entertainment thing.
No, I'm blaming that as well.
Everything, yeah.
Right.
Like,
Well, I don't know about. I don't know if I'm putting movies in the same category.
Let me throw a spin on it though, man. Do you think the rap culture is more influenced compared to like the reality shows?
Yes. Is it different ways? Yeah.
Who you think for your generation?
People out here dying, bro.
Who do you think get more for your generation? Do you think the reality shows is influencing?
Nah, I know I think in my opinion it's definitely the rap community because I don't know if y'all remember when we were Eastside Stumping. Like when that came on, somebody got knocked out.
Yeah, Teddy Club, all that.
Instantly.
But that,
even if you ain't have no beef.
But that was as an adult, like
also Cha-Cha Slide.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying, but that one is dancing woman's creating a form of violence.
Right, but that's an expression of art. I can be in the club like that's the dance that we do with that song to the club, you know. But when I go outside, I'm not gonna go to work like I carry that same energy like I want to tell.
Even deeper, like with our ancestors, like African culture, they did a war dance.
Right.
Yeah.
Like dance always meant some music, always meant something.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think it's pushing people to fuck up our community though.
And we always told our story, man, since slavery, man. That's
slavery.
That's the only thing that's how we communicate. So
true.
When they playing that type of music and stuff, you know, we can blame like, man, all they talking about rapping and killing and stuff like that. But that's part of our community.
Some feel that you're right. Some feel that they was telling a story back in those days when rap first formed, hip hop formed. You was talking about what was going on in your community, and you was trying to just paint a picture of what you saw. Right. But now, you know, you have people out here trolling just for to go viral you know, to start drama because it sells.
Going back to the success story, man, I think it's a contest to see like how fucked up I can say my life is and how I rise up now. I'm fucked up.
Tell that teacher that didn't believe it. You know you weren't doing your damn work.
Like, yeah, man. You know you didn't believe in me.
You know you weren't doing your damn work.
You didn't go to class. That's why they don't believe in you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You go to class.
That always made me bust out laughing. It's like, yeah, that teacher that didn't think I was gonna be there. Bro, you weren't.
Right, man. You got to go to class, bro.
My teacher told me the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They told me the same thing. So, you know, I just think that's a topic we could talk about. You know, it can go on and on, but there's some great perspectives on both of y'all sides. So, definitely thank y'all for joining in. I'm gonna wrap this up with that. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say with that?
Hey, man. I don't think them boys should be held accountable for their lyric. I'm gonna leave it at that.
What you guys say?
I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit, like you said, man. You know, like art is an expression. You know, your interpretation, just like religion, man, is your responsibility. And you know, I think a lot of people are looking for excuses to not be responsible.
That's, and I'm gonna say, I respect the artists, but y'all putting out that bullshit, I don't respect that.
Right.
And I'm in with that. You know what I'm saying? Points.
Big point.
Y'all lose point for that.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all next time. Please subscribe. Check us out.
All that.
Peace.
All right. Hit that notification. Hey.
Points.
Points.